Welcome.
Hello, world.
Hello.
So who wants to recap last week's adventures?
I will. I don't think I've done it yet. So last week, Skippy and the gang, traveled further into the Everbright Forest? Is that Everbright?
Yes.
Yep.
Everbright into the Everbright Forest, but things were not forever bright. For they turned very dark, and one dreary night, Skippy was surprisingly attacked by a giant, massive snake. Cannot tell you how big this thing was. Huge. So
Math.
it wrapped Skippy in a little bit of a very abrasive hug. Some might say.
A bit
Others
of a
might
cuddle.
say attack and tried to eat Skippy. To which point Skippy broke free after doing a loud shriek that I will not imitate at the moment. And then decided to hide behind the ever gallant heroes Connor and Xanroar, with some help from Ara as well, with her bow that missed.
Shots fired
Yes, and missed.
and
Careful.
missed.
But we ended up defeating the giant snake, and the next day while traveling, we met it was a Chihuahua. Oh, that was actually kind of close. Chewinga. And the Chewinga had a surprising interest in a lot of what was happening with the group, stuff that we've made, just kind of looking at us, watching us draw, watching us do mess with certain stuff.
We also named him Friendly.
We did. We named him Friendly, and we learned that Clarence is bilingual. But
Shell
I
I
fish.
scared the little Chwinga off.
yes, Ara scared Chewinga off. And now we found some wolves circling a hole, and they decided, hey, let's send the bird down a hole, because birds go down now.
Actually, some owls do burrow.
That is true. That is. Skippy is not a burrowing owl. But so they sent Skippy down the hole, where he was immediately attacked by bats. He immediately fried one swarm, and the other is still sleeping in the corner. They look kind of cute. And that's where we've left off.
Well done, Skippy.
Woofs in a hole. They seem to be worried about something in the hole. We had an adventurous little Skip. So Skip, you're down in the hole. Got attacked by some bats. What do?
So one thing that I would like to try to figure out is, does this area where it says birds for life smell more or less than gas than the entrance pool?
Less?
Less. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like an airborne gas.
It doesn't. It wouldn't. It doesn't smell like gas specifically.
Smells funky.
Not right.
I cannot move Skips again.
How can you not move Skips?
I do not know.
That's weird because Skips likes to move it.
Oh,
I was gonna say he's under your control. I can't change anything.
Oh, I was trying to move him into this wall, which
Ah.
apparently can't go into wall.
Yeah, this was originally set up for
Sweet. All right, Skippy's come over here, and if I yell, am I able to communicate with the outside world?
Yes, you're not far, and you can see the hole. You're like 30 feet down.
So yeah, so I'm going to just kind of communicate up that there is a cavern system down here with lots of swarms of bats that I have found an alcove, a side room that looks to be attached to a structure. And there is gas down here, so please don't send fire down.
They're rats?
Bats.
Rats?
Like rats, but Skippy rats.
Flying rats, basically.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to get more people down here, but
How deep is Skippy? How deep is the hole?
it's about 35 feet ish, somewhere in that area. It's about 10
you guys
Skippies down.
you guys see Xanroar. He had started pulling out a ladder from his bag. He's like, starts putting it after 5 feet. Starts putting it back down. Damn, it's only 10 feet.
Also, I think that the hole is too small for orcs.
The hole
to
is
fit.
Skippy sized.
Mm.
Would Ara be able to squeeze through?
Would Ara be able to
With,
squeeze through?
roll
Before
a
you try.
dexterity check.
Alright.
Is it stone or?
It's stone. It looks like a lot of what could be like just pulled out by hand, like rocks and dirt have been pulled out and dug out by the wolves, but otherwise, what's remaining is stone.
Do you want flat dex or like acrobatic?
I could go with acrobatics. I think that counts.
Alright.
Nope. You get really close.
Yeah, I put on a couple pounds on the boat, so it's not happening. Want me to try?
It's more like contorting, like trying to contort yourself into like, but you just can't get your shoulders or the way through.
All right.
I might actually have something for that.
Dustin, rip my arms off and I'll fix it.
Are you sure about this? It's easier
No,
than you
seriously.
think.
I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull out a pickaxe. If it was dirt, I have a shovel, but
I actually have an idea that might be faster. What if we put Ara into your bag of holding and drop the bag of holding down the hole?
I don't see why not. I mean, I don't know much about magic, but that seems logical.
I'm going to have to disagree with that. What goes in kind of goes into its own pocket dimension where there's no air or anything that might stay warm.
I mean, can you hold your
I'm
breath?
pretty sure she'd die if she did that.
I mean, can you hold your breath for like 3 seconds as we throw you down a hole?
I think I could hold my breath for, I think mathematically, 2 minutes.
I mean, is the bag able to fit down the hole?
Athy, does it look like my bag of holding would fit through the hole?
Probably. Like, it's not super huge, and it doesn't really show what like you're carrying. It's a 15-pound bag, but it always weighs 15 pounds.
With Mary Poppins style stuff inside.
Essentially.
All right, given how like I've had this bag for a decent amount of time, would it be safe to put a living being into it?
Roll an Arcana.
Is that an everybody?
You feel like she would survive, like as long as you get her out and she doesn't suffocate. Because like you could reach in and grab the thing that you want. I forget, was there a dimension? I know there's a weight limit, but was there like dimensional?
There is a dimension of it.
I don't
It's
remember what it is.
the mouth of it is roughly 2 feet in diameter. Yeah, the opening is about 2 feet in diameter. So,
And in all honesty, we don't need their entire body covered, right? They could be like neck up, out of holding, and like shoulder down, just the wider parts.
What if Ara knocks her head?
I think it's kind of like a vacuum. Like either it's
Like,
di-
it's
all
either
like
it's
you
in or
put
it's
part
out.
of it in it. Yeah,
Ah.
either fits all the way in and kind of sucks in, or it's fully out. It's
Like-
not like normal bags.
Like, you could get her in there, but you don't know what the effects would be. Because this is not generally how they're used.
Yeah, and personally, I'd rather you guys not break this thing. If this thing tears open and everything falls out, like
She could be
I
fine.
will be losing a lot.
She could go completely insane. This is not like you don't know. Yeah.
All right, I have one more idea that might be a lot faster than digging it. Everybody get back from the hole, and I am just gonna go ahead and bam.
Wait, should we get the wolves away from the hole?
Yes, everybody.
He's already shot it.
I start panning the wolves, and I start like trying to put them back a little bit. Just
Roll an
Alright.
animal handling. Whoever's trying to handle these wolves.
all right.
And this is where shit goes
I
sideways.
have proficiency in animal handling.
But it's been your rolls.
All right, where is it? Come on, roll, please.
Nat 20.
And
here we go.
considering everyone so far has rolled and gotten at least a 20, it
Nat 20, here we go. Come on.
I've been rolling terrible for the past couple rounds, past couple games. So I hope I'm pressing it. It's not doing anything.
Give it a sec. It was doing that to me yesterday.
I think I clicked it 5 times, so just be
Uh-oh.
wary.
Roll analog dice. I know you have them within hands, like
Give it
reach.
a lore.
Oh yeah, hold on, wait. Plus 3 to this roll. God, all right. Screw it. I rolled the analog dice and it still didn't roll.
What do you-
And that didn't work either. I typed it in. Refreshing page.
That wasn't.
Oh!
That
Oh,
was
no,
like
that's...
that.
I was about to flip out.
No, when I meant roll analog dice, I meant roll like an actual die on your desk. Because I know you
Oh.
have them like in your pocket right now.
Yeah.
He has
But
emergency
you-
pocket dice.
He has a bag of holding too.
But you rolled a 1.
No, that was Skippy. Just so you know.
Oh, that was good. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled that.
That's why I started to freak out because I was thinking, oh god, the curse continues.
Wait. All right. Cool. Hold on.
Holding.
I'm coming. I'm sorry. All right. I think I figured it out. Please, for me, please. Roll. All right.
There you go.
Way better than a 1.
This is way better than the one.
Definitely. They might not bite your face off.
They're a bit like they don't want to leave the hole, but they get enough that you're like everyone else is moving out of the way. So they're kind of growly and snippy, but they cooperate sort of.
Mm.
Like, don't touch, but we'll move. Just don't touch. So Skippy, a blue, like you. Where were you actually aiming at?
This.
The water?
Yeah. Well, it looks like oil water. So yeah.
Then there's now a flaming pit at the bottom of where they're supposed to jump in and get down.
All right. I honestly thought it was going.
Did you do whatever you're trying to do, Skips?
Yeah. There's fire now. But on the bright side, now the room's illuminated.
Yep. I'm gonna reach in and pull out my pickaxe.
Is the fire spreading?
It's contained in the pool. Some of it's kind of like coming up on the ground, but it's not really going super far.
I mean, is it water on the bottom? Skippy, is it water like below the fire?
I think.
Can't we just hop in, take some damage, and hop out?
Well, so
we have to get through first.
Yeah.
I mean, all
Hey,
right.
it's a little fire. Oh, it's a big fireball.
Hey, it's a little. Oh.
Can I try something dumb? Are you guys okay with me doing something dumb?
Yes.
Sure. Just don't get any of us killed.
Stand back then.
Hold on.
And I'm gonna walk back a couple steps. Just do a little bit stretches, and then run directly at the hole and try to shoulder slam into it.
All right.
This is not cooperating with me. Come on.
I've seen 3 different shapes of this fire.
There we go. We'll do that.
Hello?
Hello!
Hello, your
Congratulations,
technical
you're now down
difficulties
the
are
hole.
over.
It dropped me out of the chat, and then I couldn't rejoin for a second. So what's?
You're down the hole in the fire now.
I'm sorry. What?
Like I said, we threw you in the hole.
Skippy set the water on fire.
And
Yeah.
Dustin's trying to shoulder slam.
So you're just trying to
the
like
hole.
throw yourself through the little hole?
Yep. Try and make a bigger hole.
His head.
Roll strength?
How do I have a higher intelligence?
Well,
or how do you
hold
have
on.
a higher?
First roll, roll an attack, and then it'll be like I'm trying to figure out how. Using
How do you
your
fight
because you still need to like quote unquote attack it because it has an AC. Stone has an AC. So attack it with your shoulders.
That would be just a strength check to try and hit. I think then.
Does it work? I don't know. I rolled a 20. Should I roll like an attack for it, or should I go with the strength roll?
Strength roll's fine. I'm just double checking something because I didn't think to have this open. Okay.
You didn't think we were gonna start by fighting a mountain?
No, we're gonna start by
It's
crumbling
a small hill. What am I looking at? So to hit, you rolled a what?
20.
20. Then yes, that hits. What is your? It's 1 plus your strength modifier.
So I have 5.
5. Let me roll.
Are you rolling rock hit points?
Yes. You do make a big crack, but essentially, like, your head goes in the hole and your shoulders, like, crack the outside.
He's Winnie the Pooh.
Essentially.
Oh, bother.
But, yeah. You don't break all the way through, but you damage it and probably... I can't imagine you not having taken damage from
Oh yeah,
throat.
no, I totally did.
You know, this is why we made tools.
You took 4 points of damage to your shoulders.
And tools wouldn't have gotten us this far. Alright, push me in. Push my butt in. Push me in. Say goodbye to Shelby for me. Push me in. Get me down.
So your head is through the hole in your shoulders. Your wide, muscly fighter shoulders are like just wedged up against the side. Don't really fit. Unfortunately.
I'd like to try just pull his head out.
No, don't pull. Push.
You're trying to jam a square cube in a round hole.
I've done it halfway. Let me continue on this path.
I'd still like to pull his head out.
Oh.
Do you resist?
Yes.
Oop. Wait. Okay, there we go.
Oh god.
I feel like the best thing I can do is try to put this fire out, but I don't know what's gonna how.
I'm still trying to just pull Dustin out of the hole so I can pick it bigger.
Let Dustin slam it with his giant body, and the fire will go out. That's just Dustin's reasoning.
But the fire's at the bottom of the hole. You're not being roasted currently. Like, you are probably getting smoked out. You're like, it is more likely that you're having trouble breathing at this point because you
I'm getting
up the
smoked
hole
out,
where the smoke, the really foul-smelling smoke, is escaping from.
We are literally just cooking Dustin right now. The pork is porking.
Oh my god.
Do we see the smoke coming out and around Dustin?
There's smoke there.
I'm gonna look over to Ara. Maybe we should just wait till he passes out.
Good news.
Oh no, you keep doing this. It's quite entertaining to watch.
Alright, good news. I made the hole a bit bigger. Bad news, there's now smoke. Alright.
So does Ray of Frosting the water put out the fire? Or, like, make a small dent?
Yeah. Not really.
Alright.
So he said my shoulders are wedged in. Does that mean my arms
like
are
your
wedged
head
in
is
too?
in, but your shoulders are kind of too big to fit in the hole. You've cracked the outside of it and your shoulders, but you are not fitting through this hole.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get out. Alright. I guess a pickaxe.
So,
thank you.
How many small campfires is this fire?
Campfire cantrip?
No, prestidigitation allows me to snuff out small campfires.
This is not a small campfire. They're not. It is not separate campfires. It is one fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting, now that Dustin's out of the way, I'm going to start picking around, using the pickaxe to mine our way through.
Like, as you're doing that, like, you do feel like this is not a very difficult task with the pickaxe. You could make this hole larger, and over time the fire does start going out as its fuel is being eaten away until there's just like a very like small layer of like water at the very bottom of the pool that was there.
Dustin's while that pickaxing is going on, is just gonna look at the wolves. Are they okay? What's going on?
Yeah, they're roll an insight if you want, or an animal handling. I think animal handling would actually sort of count for this.
15.
They are scooting back over towards the hole, and they're watching Xanroar. They're kind of like in guard mode, like they're guarding the area, but they seem to be kind of keeping a wide berth from Mara. They don't seem to care for her very much. They're not like
even wolves know.
They're not like actively hostile towards her, but they don't really seem to want anything to do with her.
All right.
As I'm picking them, attempting to make it large enough for actually even the dire wolves to be able to fit through.
You could do that. It would take a while. Getting them to jump down may be a different story.
Fair enough. Well, then in that case, then I guess I'll just make it big enough for just us. Well, at least me, and the rest should be able to fit afterward.
If the orc can fit.
Exactly.
So the fire's out. There's wisps. Wisps of smoke still, but very little liquid left.
I'm gonna go over to Shelby. Start feeding her a lot of horse ration meat. And slip in a little bit of the snake.
Wait. Horde ration meat?
Yes. And also gonna slip a little bit of the snake in her. It's gonna be like, you're gonna be a dangerous weapon. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
You're murdering this animal.
I'm making this animal a cannibal.
I don't know if horses would actually like do that.
I have here a lot of horse food.
I love that Dustin, thank you, will eat only cabbages for months at a time, but feed his horse meat.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fucked, man.
I've done worse.
Well, I don't know this. I'm picking away, and once it eventually breaks away, pull out a rope and tie it to a tree.
It starts falling inwards. So Skippy, there's like, eventually there's rocks falling and dust and debris and clattering.
Did you say Dustin debris?
Dust and debris.
Dust and debris. Is the hole now gone, or?
It's bigger.
Oh, it's bigger. Okay. I was thinking that you were like insinuating there's like a miniature cave in.
There was, technically. It was just caused by a pickaxe.
I guess Skippy will try to move some of the rocks from the pool that is not on fire anymore?
Nope.
Okay. And yeah. I guess do his part.
I'll take out my 50-foot rope, tie it to a tree, make sure it's taut or tight enough. Well, I guess we're going spelunking.
Is this cave big enough for the dire wolves?
Yes, but you're 30 feet high.
Mm-mm. Do they look like they want to come down?
They're paying more attention to you guys right now. Like you're all in their space, and they're kind of like hackles raised, but not like
attacking.
Yeah, like you could tell they're trained. Like they're very trained. And
they're trained.
They were trained really well with like the animal handlings you've rolled.
So
because like wolves like won't. Like if like you're coming into their territory, won't generally be this chill. But Dustin at least can tell that they seem trained.
I'm the wolf whisperer.
Add that to the list.
I'm just an animal whisperer. I don't know what to tell you.
It's true. For the longest time, he didn't realize that Skippy and Temperance weren't actually just birds, and swore that he could talk to birds for 3 months.
It took me a while. It took me a while.
So, climbing down.
Sorry.
Using the rope.
You can climb down. If you have a climb speed, then it doesn't really matter. But otherwise, you can make athletics.
Oh, I'm good at these.
Yeah, I'm gonna guide myself on that. Just,
Oh God.
maybe I should have guided you guys.
I did better than the strong one.
You know,
It's
I
just
have a
Dustin's
plus-
rolls.
I have a +6 modifier to this, but I still got an 8.
That's too funny.
How do you feel?
Remember
I lost
that
an
rule we
Arcana check
talked
to you?
about in the beginning, where
No.
if you could take a success but at a cost?
Yes.
What would be the cost?
Yes.
I can't tell you that until after you decide whether or not you're going to do.
Do it.
Screw it. I'll do it.
So, as you're climbing down, you fall.
Mm.
You manage to grab the rope at the last second before like your head cracks against the ground, and you're able to like hold yourself up enough, but your shoulder dislocates entirely.
All right. Okay. Which shoulder? This is important.
You're right. Your dominant arm, whatever one you would have
Damn it.
instinctively reached out to grab with.
All right.
So
there's
like
the
it's
problem.
visibly like out.
Like,
And
do we
there's
hear
a lot
this?
of pain involved.
So
You
this is
probably
new.
see this. It looks, if we're going by rolls, Ara went down first, and then Dustin broke himself on the way down, and
Hey, Ara.
Yes.
Remember when you told me to cut off your arms? Can you do the same?
It's going to take me a while. All I have is a rapier or a dagger. Your choice.
Skippy is going to walk or hop over, and he's going to give Dustin a Brussels sprout.
Oh, is it just a Brussels sprout?
Yeah, but positive thinking.
You just
it's not
like-
a Healy sprout yet.
We
just-
haven't done that.
Not
No,
yet.
we haven't. I just stick out my tongue and just like lick it up and like, all right, this happened.
You all right, big guy?
At this point, I'm gonna
you
jump
know-
down.
This hurts a lot. It could be worse. I could be dead.
Well, I've read some books where this happens, and they usually they like stand up and they bash their shoulder into like the wall, and it hurts, but apparently that like fixes it. You should.
Is that true?
If it's in a book, it must be true. Books
Can
can't
I
lie.
make an insight check, please? Hold on.
Oh no! I'm using luck. I'm using my luck point.
Please get lower. Please get lower.
Yes!
Damn it!
Damn it!
You absolutely think running into the wall is going to fix.
All right. I'm gonna
Despite
do it.
having already run into the wall once already.
This is
Which
like
may
As-
have been the reason why this happened.
If you look like you're about to do it, I'll like put my hand on your shoulder and be like, "No, stop. Say it. Don't."
Yeah, and like as he's like winding up to do it, Skippy's like, Dustin.
You told me it was in a book. You told me it was true.
I forgot that you don't read very much. I'm sorry.
Xanroar just kind of shaking his head now that he's down here.
I hope you know in real life, I'm holding my arm up and I don't know why I'm doing it.
I'm gonna just kind of head up behind him and attempt to push it back in properly after guiding myself.
I'm gonna bite
Roll a
on the
medicine.
I am
Skippy
proficient.
is going to come over here and like distract Dustin. He's gonna be like, "Hey, Dustin, can you tell me about that time that you wanted to get a farm of rabbits?"
Yeah, like this works. Like you suddenly feel your shoulder pop back into place. It hurts like a motherfucker. Like this is just whack, just pain radiating through your body. You are going to have issues. You're gonna have disadvantage on anything that has to do with that arm for the rest of the day.
Oh, great. Oh, this is great. This is amazing.
In-game day or real world?
What?
In-game day or real world day?
In-game day.
Okay.
He has a damage.
Would it be possible to expend a charge of the healing kit to try and mitigate that? I don't have any feats or anything. I just have a healer's kit.
I think all a healer kit does is make sure like it gives you a success on a medicine roll.
Yeah.
I believe. So you already
it lets
successed on
you
a medicine roll.
Yeah, technically it's for it. You can use a charge from it, and it'll bring somebody stable.
I mean, you are a healer.
But yeah, I got my answer.
I just
Technically,
realized
I'm a healer.
I'm stupid, and this is the first time I've ever built this character with not luck as the first ASI, with the second. So I actually don't have luck, and I'm dumb, and I was just going on autopilot there. So ignore that, and I will take a punishment if need be. But I just completely spaced on that. I decided to build this character different.
Well, he was still like.
It was a tie.
Dustin would believe.
So Skippy, where did you leave my lamp?
It's 1 second. So I killed the bats, and then I lit the fire.
Please tell me you did not lose my lamp.
The lamp is over here by this opening.
Sigh of relief. Because Dustin's current. I'll be back with the light, Dustin.
All right, thank you. That's hard to see.
Is he immobile?
Yes.
I thought it was just his arm. So yeah, there's also this hole here.
Huh.
Skippy size I can squeeze.
Well, most like if anyone could like sort of squeeze in through there. It's not comfortable, but you could get in there.
Well, hold on. Let's get everyone together and let's get Dustin some light.
Also, I think these bats have.
Oh, yeah, it's only a minute long.
Oh yeah, they're awake now. You hear bats shrieking off in this direction.
Bats. Why did it have to be bats? Well, I guess we should probably finish exploring down here so we don't get jumped from behind by anything.
Okay.
Does that sound alright to everyone?
Yeah.
And there goes Dustin.
If anybody's looking for some bat meat, there's some fried over here.
I'm sorry, did you say fried?
Yeah. And I show them to where I crisped up some bats, kind of puffed up a little bit because
there's other bats shrieking about.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hook the lantern onto my belt.
I had your stuff written down.
All right.
Real quick. Crap.
All right, everybody.
Oh, there you are.
All right. I don't know why it kicked me out and then decided for me not to hear you people.
Can you hear now?
Yeah, I can.
Yay.
Goody gun drops.
Yes.
Okay, so Ara, you
Yes?
do notice, like in the on the ground, like as like the light, and you have dark vision, that there are footprints down here, like leading from the area that you had just come in from. Skippy was flying, so they're not his, and he also has bird feet. But there are barefooted footprints coming through, because like this place, like, it doesn't seem like anyone's been here in forever. There's dust everywhere. You've caught onto some footprints. And let me start.
Hey, gents. Looks like we're on a trail of someone's, or someone was here before.
How new do they look?
Sorry, what?
New?
Yeah, are they new? Are they old?
Newish. Because, like I said, this place is covered in dust and dirt, and
Guano.
they're just here.
Just to be clear, it's bear as in human foot, not in shoe.
Yes.
Okay.
Because that might actually change a lot.
Yes, they are not bear prints.
Well, I guess since I have the light, you want me to go ahead?
Skippy will flutter onto Xanroar's shoulder.
Other than myself, who can't see?
Me.
All right.
I'll take up the rear.
So yeah, I'll be on Xanroar's shoulder, and I am going to ready a firebolt.
I'll be here.
Slowly just making our way. Are these? Do they look like natural tunnels, or do they look like they were dug out?
A lot of it looks like natural tunnel, but there are areas that seem to have been worked, like you came up a set of stairs that were too even to have been natural. They're rough, but they're not natural.
Hey, do you guys think that this
Cool.
is the old elf enclave that they were talking about?
I mean, it could be, but I mean, do they look like this was man-made, or do they look? I can't see very well.
There's a lantern, so you could see some.
It's dim.
No, it's bright.
Dustin squinting.
While I'm moving forward, I'm keeping an eye up and around, making sure nothing's gonna like drop down on us from the ceiling.
Like snakes.
Things seem okay. The bats are around, but they're not bothering you specifically.
All right,
You made
that's
enough
fine by
noise
me.
that they're just kind of they know you're there. They're not being shocked into movements.
Fair enough.
So you have two directions.
What can we see down each?
Well, what can we see with a lantern light down each?
What's the distance of the lantern light?
Let me look that up. Bright for 30 feet and dim for another 30 feet after that.
So roughly, if you're just shooting it down that way. Let's go with line of sight.
That's the bright light distance. Dim light distance.
There we go. It wasn't cooperating for a second.
Skippy is going to press to digitate a arrow on the ground here, pointing back towards the entrance.
How long does that last for?
An hour.
Fair enough. This thing on the map, is that actually there?
Yes.
I'd like to bend down and examine it a bit further. Like, what is it?
Sure, you could do an investigate.
What thing on the map?
All right, guidance. Well, that's something.
What?
You could
This
tell
purple?
that there's something there. Something weird, you don't know what it is. And it seems like the footprints around here get less distinct until they're gone.
Maybe this is more that stuff that Skippy found earlier and burned.
So you're saying we should burn this?
Maybe not. What do you guys? What do you guys think? Up or left or right?
I'm up for majority vote. I don't mind either way.
Left.
Left?
Whatever the bird wants.
No, let's go left.
Which left?
Left it is.
The
Left is up.
Yes, but
north
there's two.
left.
Yeah, we'll follow the trail of the stuff.
Hold on.
Is it like a liquid?
Hold on 1 second.
Sorry, I'm making oatmeal right now, so if I don't catch up, just assume I'm like 10 feet behind Dustin.
So Zara in the game is making oatmeal currently.
Ara is currently
Ara.
making oatmeal, yes, yeah.
Zara is.
Zara was the bug who's gone.
Oh, sorry. Did I say Zara? I thought I.
You said Zara.
My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't think I met Zara.
Yeah, come up with an original name.
Bara.
Okay. Let me. So you're following the stuff, essentially.
Yeah. Is
The
it
weirdness.
a liquid or?
It's oily.
Okay.
It's definitely been there for a good long period of time.
All right. Xanroar has no idea what it is, but I think I might. What more do we see down here?
Honestly, like with all the smoke that was coming up, like you did get a good whiff of that. It does smell a lot similar to that. I'll give you that much.
Fair.
It looks like over to the left there's a little opening. I don't know if it's just me.
Yeah, it looks like there's. It looks similar to that stone wall that we saw earlier in that first room.
Where now? Again to the left, or we're going to
I say we continue and be cautious.
All right. Well, I trust you guys.
This is like a book I read once where Malcor the wizard went into a goblin dungeon and he got captured by a bunch of ghouls.
How did he get captured by ghouls if he was in a goblin dungeon?
Because the goblins were eaten by the ghouls.
Then why was it still called the goblin dungeon?
I don't know. Why is it still called the detective agency when none of us are detectives?
I mean,
Speak for yourself.
we had a detective, and now that detective is gone.
Well, they had goblins.
Xanroar is just mentally blocking them out at this point.
So you are definitely like getting into very obviously worked area. There's stone walls and cobblestone floors, but the area right in front of you, like there's a wall of webs.
Oh, let me burn it. Oh, yes. This is what I lived for.
Let you burn it.
This is
Skippy,
like
you
a
can
massive
do-
wall. It's not like, oh, there's spider webs. This is a dense wall. Like, this is an actual wall that even if you try to walk through or break through, it doesn't look like you can really get there.
You want me to shoulder pump it again?
So, hold on. So
that
does it not follow the cob?
Well, I'm just saying, like it's not like a bunch.
is-
It's not just like some webs. Like, this is a wall.
Oh, a wall. Okay. All right.
Like, it looks like it's made entirely of web, but it's not just like a bunch. Like I said, it's not just webs. Like, there, it's a very densely made.
maybe it might be time to light that stuff on fire and see if that'll burn up the webs with it, considering it's going up there. Though I would recommend everyone get off the trail of it.
How big do you think the fire is going to spread? Because if it's all on the ground, we might get burned with it.
Well, what if we start and try to burn it from over here? Why is the dictionary app?
I know this from experience. I've got really bad experiences with cabbages. If you start to burn something and there's fuel, it'll more than likely keep burning.
Fair. Why don't we check where the trail of fuel goes the other way to make sure we're not burning anything significant on the other end.
Or anyone.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, the question is, does it start from which side does it start from?
Skippy, don't get too far without us.
You have the light.
You get caught up.
So as you're wandering down this area, kind of like off in the distance, like from the direction you're coming, you hear rumbling, like a lot of like stone and rocks moving and clattering and a very distinct yelp.
What was that?
Back the way you came?
No, the
Or we
direction
came?
you were heading.
I'm gonna start booking it.
This way?
The direction that we're heading right now. Yeah. Then yeah, I'm booking. I'm heading up.
You reveal just this whole hallway if you're running.
Skippy is going to hop back on Xanroar. Be back again.
Alright, hold on.
Okay.
Trying to juggle two maps. Here we go. Sorry,
All the
viewers, if we have any. Here's the maps.
You might have Skippy's friends there.
There we go.
It's also Ara's friend.
That is true.
Who?
That is true.
Kate?
Ah, yes.
She inquired about joining. And then I told her no, girls allowed.
My wife.
Oh no.
So you were booking it?
Yeah, well, I am. I don't. And Skippy's on my shoulder. I don't know about the other two.
Hold on.
I heard something in trouble.
I know what to do here. That was for writing Xanroar.
You're able to hold on and look badass while you're doing it.
I'm just moving. If you're not saying anything, if we don't spot anything different, yeah, I'm just gonna keep sprinting.
Okay,
just keep sprinting. Just keep sprinting.
To get there, let me just reveal this area here. Move the maps. So, running around the corner from below you, there is a young man with tan skin, black hair, but he's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And he's like running up, and then he like stops. He's like, orc! And then he runs this way, and then stops. He's like, wait, orc? But like
Half-Orc!
you hear like from down the hall where he was booking it, this like banging and like something like bashing through stone, and it's coming your way.
What the hell did you wake up?
Oh, is there a marching band in here?
Bug. It's big bug. So.
And do we fight or do we run?
Should I stay or should I go? Let's
Run.
I'm
Comes the
stepping
bug.
back.
Oh, hey, are you related to Zara?
Shit.
So what do?
I do have a spell ready. Should I shoot it?
Well, you were holding a spell. Feel free.
I'm doing it.
Does it know we're here? Does it notice us?
Oh, it's about to.
14.
I wish I had said I was gonna be stealthy before, but you guys ran and now we're loud.
Misses, but it definitely seems to know you're there. Like it runs through. It kind of has to do because it was like barreling through, and you see like dirt and bits of like stone just like falling off of its carapace as it's like running through, and it kind of does one of those skids and turns towards your direction. And I would roll initiative if I was you.
I meekly grab my lance with my fucked up hand. Arm, sorry.
Oh, poor Dustin.
But
But at least it rolled. It rolled 12. Why are you hiding your 20s like that?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Haha, you're as slow as I am.
Ooh, you go with a natural 20, Skippy. Nice.
Do I? Sorry,
No, Dustin got the nat 20.
Well, I got a nat 20, but even with my nat 20, you're faster. It's cool.
Are you selected?
I will be off of Roll20 for like 15 seconds. I'm switching to the proper browser because
You know what? I'm getting real tired of you.
sorry, Nelson. I'm sorry.
So, Skippy, your first attempt didn't do so well. It has turned and is facing your direction.
I would like to preface this with I move in front of. I move like here for this, because I don't actually know exactly how this works, but yes. So that.
Na. 15 cone originating from you are affected in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring. So you have to roll for their hit points. It's kind of like sleep.
Yarp.
So 5, 6.
It pauses, but it doesn't seem to have an effect on it.
Okay. I didn't actually know what that spell did before doing it, but I haven't been able to use it yet, so I did it.
Now you know. Anything else?
I think cowering back behind Xanroar is kind of my go-to play in this situation.
Great.
And the young man standing in front of you guys is just like, don't look at it!
Oh, Skippy pulls his hat down over his eyes.
Well,
That's... Yeah.
That's a Skippy turn.
That's the end of Skippy's turn.
Dustin.
Alright, Dustin hearing that is gonna keep his eye level to the shin. And is gonna start running 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. And I'm gonna aim for the shins, and he's going to go for the back. And as he's doing it, he's gonna say, "Alright, you slamming motherfucker, keep your eyes on me." And I'm gonna do a goading attack. Spending superiority die.
So what do you do?
In order to do that, how far am I from this bug's man, woman, or theyhood?
Probably in facial area.
I'm just gonna
It's a big bug.
I'm just gonna, with my not fucked up arm, twirl my lance a little bit and just pierce it through the growing hole, and just say, maybe this will help you look at me, you son of a bitch. Bah.
Ooh.
Oh.
For the goading attack, what do I do? Let's see. When you hit a creature with a weapon, you spend 1 superiority die to goad the target attacking you. You add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll, and the target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a fail, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls against the target until your next turn. And I have to roll a d8 with this.
Actually, 2d8 because it's a crit.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So math.
Are we adding or are we doubling the die?
Huh?
For crit rolls, are we doubling whatever dice that we rolled?
It already maths it for you. It double rolls.
All right, cool.
Oh, it's not on attack rolls against you. It's on attack rolls against targets other than you.
Oh, all right. So, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So wisdom
Yeah.
save. Let's see.
Hey,
How
you guys
wise
remember
are you?
that elf statue?
Yeah, I remember the elf statue.
I don't
About
know what
it.
the thing would be.
Do you think that well, like, I'm just taking context clues, and real world Nelson does not know what this creature is. But context clues, I'm assuming that it turns you to stone or something based off of that, because, don't look at it.
It's a DC 14. He passed. Sorry.
It gets it shakes his head a sec, then like clacks its mandibles, and its attention is turned to you specifically.
All right. I don't have, for a bonus action, I don't have much I can do. But can I just try to attack again? Am I able to do that with a bonus action?
It would have to be your offhand.
All right. That's is just a D20 roll.
If you're using your other arm, it will be at a disadvantage because. What level are you guys for? You don't have your.
4.
Yeah, we're level 4.
Almost extra attack. Almost.
Almost.
One more level.
We took a long rest, right?
Yeah.
Alright, screw it. I'm gonna action surge. And we're gonna bonk it again.
Bonk.
Bonk.
Wonk.
You hit?
And bonk.
You heard it good.
Bye-bye. And that's all I can do for my turn.
Okay. So this guy here, he's carrying on his back like a big, it almost looks like a cabinet, but it's a fixed like backpack. and he's carrying that on his back, and he is going to run out this way. Like, you hear like chains rattling as he's moving, but he's running out this way, and he is going to hurl something at it. Fling.
He's an alchemist.
Boom. So there is fire now. If there is dex save. Damn. It seems to have made the save, but there's a flamey spot. And he's just like, God damn it! And he shrugs his shoulder, and the whole like cabinet like falls and like thunks to the ground behind him. And that is his turn. Xanroar.
Looking around, pointing at Dustin, Aura, and myself. Actually, Aura doesn't need it. I'm gonna point at this newcomer, and I'm going to cast Bless on all of us. All of us.
Is new guy within range?
No, but if I move up to here, he should be.
10-4, big shooter.
Bless.
Yeah. But I'm going to use the rest of my movement to get down to here, to the other side of the creature, and end my turn.
Aura.
All right, this is gonna be fun. All right, I'm going to move my first 30 feet. Sorry, to there, actually, and I'm gonna bonus action dash with my cunning action,
Zoom.
and I'm going to step over. You know what? I'll step over yon. I'll say, "All right, big guys," and I'm gonna stab it.
Are we using flanking rules? I totally forget.
I don't know.
We said
Haven't
no last
been-
time.
That's
Alright.
fine. I just wanted to be in melee and sort of like out of the way, so it's fine. Where's my dagger attack? There it is. I'm my roll 20 is tweaking out right now, so I don't know what I just
14.
You rolled a deception.
what?
He is confused.
I am confused.
This is
One
not a
moment.
dagger.
My Firefox has decided to crash. 1 second.
Oh, no.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on tonight.
Xanroar is very interested in what he can make out of this thing's carcass.
Hold on, sorry. It just like I got the pinwheel of death for a second there, and then it.
I know the feeling.
All the feels.
Well, was it at least a good deception check?
14.
Okay, here, let's try this again. There's the one.
You stab it.
Yeah, dude.
And you do get sneak attack.
Yeah, so 19 damagios. And I think that's all I can do, so I'm done. And scared that I'm looking
Is the
at.
10 the sneak attack?
Yes, the 10 is
Ah,
the sneak
okay.
attack.
Doo-doo. It's looking pretty battered. But I think Skippy is the only one, well, and Dustin, technically, who actively said that they were not looking at it. I need the rest of you to make a charisma save.
Oh boy.
Me and the other guy have blessed, so we can add a D4 to that. And thank God for that. 13 is not that good.
And Ara, and cool.
I rolled a 15.
You could feel like as like it kind of like turns and like looks around at you guys as you're looking at it, you could feel something messing with your head, like, but you're able to shake it off.
Does the other guy look confused?
No, because he's the one who told you not to look at it.
Oh, and he's not looking at it either?
No.
He was smart.
Ah, smart guy.
Reason. Excuse me. Okay, so. I believe that is all it can do this round. Okay, just starts its. It's always fun when there's like 5 paragraphs to scan through. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's its turn, but then it's going to turn its attention back to Dustin because it's the first. He's the first one that it ran up to. Skippy.
Skippy will. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so Skippy is going to do a fog cloud right on top of Senor Buggo
Oh, shit.
to wait, hold on. Before I say where I put it, I need a Yeah, okay. Because I realized I didn't pull my hat out from over my eyes, so if I got that like totally wrong, I would have done it in like the wrong area.
So 20 feet?
Yes.
That's roughly this.
Well, now we can't see it.
Anything else, Skippy?
Skippy is also just going to yell over to Dustin, and he's gonna be like, "You're doing great." That's it.
I'm trying.
Skippy can't do anything else. That is his turn.
So, there's a lot of disadvantages going on currently for attacking it in the fog.
Yep. You get to add a
Enjoy.
D4 to your attack, though.
So is it my turn?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm still trying to avert my gaze. It's hard to see in this fog, but I'm still trying to go for the dick hole.
Oh.
Let's see here. Hiya.
You get to add a D4
Oh yeah.
because you're blessed.
A 16.
Unfortunately, you do not hit.
Fuck.
It skids off the carapace. You didn't get a good lock on it.
Damn it. All right. Well, Instead of averting my gaze, I'm gonna go. Do lances have a 10-foot?
I do believe, but it's still in a
Yep.
fog.
Yeah, they have a 10-foot reach and disadvantage on any attacks within 5 feet.
Oh, that's good to know. I'm standing back then.
So, not really looking, but you hear like chains rattling a bit, and
Okay.
him moving over this way, and he's just kind of like, crap, and he's gonna stay out this way, and it's going to whap.
I can say he gets to add a d4 to each of those, but I don't think he needs it.
Okay. You hear like things cracking against the carapace, and it's jerking around in the fog. Loud hits. Zan.
You hear a frustrated groan from Zan. I can't hit what I can't see. But despite that, Xanroar is going to, as a bonus action, cast Spiritual Weapon. Hopefully the anvil will hit. Oh, I need to set the disadvantage. So yeah. Nope.
Ouchie, ouch.
And as
Anvil.
yeah, anvil misses.
Glowy anvil. Glowy magic.
As an action,
anvil.
I am going to cast Sacred Flame on it, though. Because at least that doesn't have disadvantage.
Okay. You should be able to move it wherever you want it to be.
This man just tried to Minecraft kill this thing.
Basically.
Okay, let's see. Dexterity save. Why do you have any dexterity? I don't understand. Well, not enough to save it from the
Max damage of 8 points.
Ara. You're hearing chains, something loud just crashed down from above, stuff's going on, you can't see. What do?
Well, I'm kind of digging the fog. It's just mildly annoying. I'm gonna carry on per usual and make my main hand attack. Which I'm assuming hits.
Disadvantage.
Oh,
You
you're
can't see
right.
it.
Hold on. Fuck, yeah.
Just roll it again.
Oh, that might still hit.
Nope.
No,
You feel it
it doesn't.
scraping. Like you're just slightly too far away for the blade to make any real purchase. You feel it scraping against its armored exterior.
Alright, I'll use my bonus action to make an offhand attack with my normal dagger. Oh, that's pretty good though.
That does hit.
For 10 damage, and I put the labels this time because I forgot to do that last. And moving seems like an ill-advised idea, so I'm gonna stand right here.
It is going to screech. It is feeling angry and in pain, and it is going to spin around and attack, or try to attack, the person who just heard it. Ara, there's a whole lot of stuff coming at you. Disadvantage.
Big,
I'm used to
angry
it.
bug things.
So
And now the fog saves your life. You're welcome.
18.
Oh no, I like the fog.
Nope.
Yeah, 18 hits.
Xanroar is grumbling about the fog.
18 hits again.
I'm before you roll the third damage. Well, if the third one hits, I'm gonna uncanny dodge it, but I think I'm supposed to declare it before damage is.
Okay. 11? I don't think.
No, so I still have my reaction just in case.
Yes. Skippy.
Skippy is going to yell back in response to Xanroar and being like, "Well, you can't get turned to stone by something you can't see." And then he is going to. Ooh, I don't know if I can do anything that actually. I can do this.
Pew pew. Gotta do a couple more times.
Oh, right. 2, 3.
Skippy, guess what? How you want to do this, as they say.
How'd they go, Skippy?
The littlest creature takes down the biggest freaking thing. All right, cool.
And
Yeah.
nobody important got hurt.
Haha.
To shoot his 3 magic missiles, and be like, "I really hope that didn't hit anybody I liked." That is it.
So you feel it fall. The fog is still there. However long Skippy wants it to be, but it's not moving anymore.
Skippy, do you mind getting rid of this? I'm not really enjoying the fog.
Can I just choose when it goes?
You can, if it's
Yeah.
concentration, you could just drop concentration.
Oh. Okay, I dropped concentration. Does that mean? I'm sorry. Does concentration? I was under the assumption it meant I couldn't do anything else.
No, you could just not cast another concentration spell, because it'll cancel out the
okay.
first one. But you could do other things as well.
Yeah, like I was concentrating on bless that entire fight.
And you can drop concentration whenever you want on your.
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
as a free action.
But if you take damage when you're concentrating, bad things might happen too.
Yeah, you have to make a Constitution saving throw above 10 or half the damage you take, whichever's higher.
Oh, interesting.
That's why the Warcaster feat is awesome. Gives you advantage on those saves.
So this guy is going to. He's currently holding what looks like a long chain with 2 heavy weights on the end. And he kind of swings it around, and in the process, he like lets one end go, and it just like wraps around his torso, and he does the other one. It just winds itself around, and he heads over to Ara, and he's like pulling shit out of pockets and stuff, and just shake it. It's almost like he has like a little like what are they, like shakers from a bar, and he's like putting shit in it and shakes it up really quick and like hands it to Ara. Drink this.
Skippy would like
All
to
right.
watch him do this intently. He is aghast at.
Yeah, like you could tell like they're like magical regions and stuff, but he is, especially since the research you did, he is. It looks like he's cheating. He is bypassing things somehow, and he hands this to Ara. Does she drink it?
It's just go him wide.
Yeah, I'll just kind of slowly pull my scarf down and drink it, I guess.
You get 12 hit points back.
Oh, my Lanta, that's like half of them.
Skippy.
So, Dustin, you want to help me cut this thing up?
Sure. Based on how I did last time, it should go great.
You just want to assist me then?
Yep.
So Skippy will go to the stranger. I guess he's already there, but he will look at the stranger and be like, "Please teach me everything you know."
That might take some time. There are a lot of things I know. Hi, you're a bird.
Hi, you're awesome.
Thank you. And he goes.
My name. I'm gonna. I was just gonna introduce myself and be like, "My name's Skippy. I am a wizard extraordinaire. I know some cool spells and then some normal spells and then some not so cool spells. But I know some really cool ones like making staircases that never end and making people vomit or poop. What do you do?"
Those are very good spells. I could do that too, but differently. He like pauses and then he goes and he picks up his like cabinet backpack and like swings it back onto his shoulders.
Can you teach me how to make enchanted Brussels sprouts?
I've never tried enchanting Brussels sprouts.
But like,
Can you enchant cabbages?
I don't know. Probably.
We are trying to get cabbages and Brussels sprouts that would heal people in certain situations.
Or poison people in certain situations.
Or poison people if we get a sling.
There are probably easier ways to do that.
Yes. But
sure, Ara knows.
Like injections, he says, and he like holds up his wrist and he has this like contraption on it, and like you see like he bends his wrist back and you see like a needle just shoot out of it. And then
Xanroar immediately leaves the big creature and like grabs hold of his arm and starts examining it.
Hey, that's
what
mine.
Is this? This is amazing.
It's an auto injector.
Have you ever thought of replacing the needle with a blade by chance?
But then it's less injecting and more stabbing. I need injecting.
Xanroar,
and it comes out the other end too. And he shows like there's another needle that comes out that would very definitely stab him.
Huh. Do you by chance have the schematics for this? I would love to make something like this for an acquaintance. And his eyes kind of shift over to Ara. But switching out the needles for blades.
Possibly.
That
maybe.
sounds lovely.
He kind of like jangles his cabinet. I keep a lot of stuff.
Well, where's our manners? And I walk up to the person with my janky ass arm, and I just reach my other arm out and say, "I'm Dustin. This is Xanroar." And somewhere is our I can't see very well.
I'm Iggy.
You're Iggy! Oh, it's Iggy! It's Iggy! And Skippy's like hopping around.
Well, at least we finally found you.
Do you know of any wolves of any kind? I don't know if they're like they seem to be trained. I don't see any other persons around here that would be able to own a wolf other than a guy with a full cabinet on his back.
It's not like wardrobe sized, but it's bigger than a backpack and it looks way more cumbersome.
I'm just picturing like those crazy adventurers.
Think medicine
that
seller, if you know who that is. The medicine seller, old anime. But he's just like, yes, they're wolves. They're my friend's wolves. They're Elzorno's wolves. They're good wolves.
We're gonna try to bring them down here, but we couldn't get them down.
Good idea, because getting them out would be hard. They don't fly.
I do.
Do you fly?
No, but I could climb. And he, like, fingers.
Can we throw, maybe?
We should probably mention that we met your brother and sister.
Ah.
They're kind of looking for you.
Well, I figured they got distracted in the city, and we came out this way.
Well, your brother kind of got kidnapped.
And your sister's, I don't know about his sister.
Your sister's the most beautiful person I've ever seen.
She has that effect on people. Malik too.
Yeah.
But now that you're close, like you could see, like at least those of you with dark vision can like see that there is a resemblance. Only his eyes are like completely black, like solid black all the way over.
So, I don't mean to be forward. Do you possibly have anything to help me see better in this environment? I'm only a human.
I've got this lamp. Is
Other
that
than
not
a lamp.
enough for you?
It's enough, but if we come into a situation where we need to drop the lamp, I am out.
I have it attached to my belt.
Skippy, what if you get eaten?
What?
I do not have any way to make you see. I can see just fine.
Alright, that's fine.
Do you know what this creature is? And Xanroar goes back to starting to carve it up and try and take pieces of it.
I do believe that's what is called an Umber Hulk.
An Umber Hulk?
They're big and angry and bug-like and can...
And dead.
Well, yes, that's good.
I guess my next question is, why was it following you?
I was looking for Elzorna, which if you know about me, I would imagine that they mentioned that there was someone else. He came down a different way than I came down, and I was trying to find where he went to, and I found that instead, unfortunately.
How long have you been down here? I know you say you're trying to find him, but for how long?
We found this place maybe a day ago.
Mm.
We've been wandering in here for a while.
See.
Well, we're detectives, kind of.
We're sort of villain detectives
but
because
we
our
help
actual
find.
detectives. Sorry.
So we can help you find Alzor.
That would be a nice help. He can be very sneaky and doesn't always leave prints, which I told him was dumb when I need to find him. But he's anxious a lot of the time.
I mean, where are you gonna head to after this?
He says, I came from that way, and he will point this way. And I was heading that way. And then I got attacked by a big bug. So my brother got kidnapped. What was that like?
Oh, well, he was chained to a wall surrounded by badgers, and then we killed the badgers and set him free, and then it took us a while to figure out he wasn't an elf, but he kept telling us he wasn't, but it was kind of hard to figure out still. We're actually very smart despite how we look. But that was a tough one. And then we brought him back and fed him and gave him clothes, and then we met you. Well, no, he told us to help us find you. Because he wanted us to tell you that him and your sister have moved on to a different city because they are getting tracked by assassins, and you should watch out because they were kidnapped while looking for you in the woods. We're also out here because there's a tower that went missing. And once again, please give your sister my warmest regards. She is beautiful.
Leaning on a little thick there, bird friend.
That's a lot of stuff to unpack.
I'm just going to add that he mentioned that they went to this hall in the castle.
In what? You broke up there.
Oh, I'm just adding that. Yeah, they went to this meat hall. I posted the name, but I'm blanking on how to pronounce it.
Mnemoneris?
Mnemoneris, yes, in the capital.
Ah, yes. Home of the cat goddess. Exactly
Yeah,
where they belong.
Told us about that.
One other person had, like, I don't know if it was attributed with cats, but like had cat eyes. I don't know if it was your brother or sister.
That was Malik.
That was my brother. Supposedly the goddess blessed him upon his accidental conception, but whatever.
He wasn't meant to be born?
No, well,
Happy accident.
his conception was an accident, but his birth was on purpose.
Interesting.
So you sound like you don't necessarily also feel the feelings of the cat goddess?
He just kind of shrugs. Like, probably not as deeply. Mel got all the... Everyone thinks he's special. And he's just as much of a dork as I am.
Okay, hold on.
Except...
I need to stop.
What? You had
I
words.
was just gonna say that there's no way you're a dork, because dorks don't do cool stuff like throw fire bombs and chain whips and give
Dorks
super
do all the amazing things.
Then
we just do it in a more fun way.
Then you are the
second
dorkiest
that.
I don't know much. I'm just a farmer, but all the things you guys are doing are cool. I can't do it, but I admire it. I grow cabbages. That's all I do.
He also talks to animals.
I started out training with my brother, and then kind of went on my own way. He does things... Well, both Mel and Mara do things different. They're very... Mel is the kind of guy who is instantly good at everything he does. Do you know those kind of people? And therefore he has developed a style of living in which he struts dick first into the thick of every problem he encounters, and then fucks his way out the other side. That is how Malik works.
I would like you to know that he did not fuck any of us.
Not yet.
I mean, I saw some eyes looking at him. I don't know.
Not yet. Is the correct response.
I've been around the block a few times.
So have I.
Don't really swing that way.
I don't... Never been in a relationship. I don't know.
They're overrated, really.
I'm just in love with my cabbages. That is all.
Me and Dustin are bachelors.
How old are you, Skippy, again? It's been a while.
I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Don't worry about them, Dustin. You mind holding this? And Xanroar holds up like a piece of the chitinous scale, chitinous armor that it has on. Just hold on to this for a second.
Hold on. I got my arm. Alright, got it.
So then, right? Make a what did I have? Dustin
Survival.
Survival for
Yeah. And can I have Dustin assisting me as I'm throwing him parts? All right, Dustin, let's get some good parts.
All right, let's do it.
Holy shit!
Fantastic work.
Oh my god.
No,
But yeah, the bits I'm specifically going for are the eyes, the claws, the armor, and the mandibles.
You could probably get chunks of like the hide, but with that kind of roll, unfortunately,
yeah,
I think you've like trying to get the eyes out, you just ruin them. The mandibles just crack.
Shit.
Or like the mandibles,
Please tell me I at least get the claws.
You beat on this thing pretty hard and pretty fast, so a lot of it's just broken.
The main thing I want are the claws.
You could get a claw. That'll be nice.
Good enough. That's something. I'll add it to my pack.
Could be worse. Could have been a 1.
Oh yeah, definitely. And
could have been 2
would have been a lot worse if... Well, I did roll a 1 on the first roll.
I was going to say, rolls a 1. Congratulations, you got an arm. Sadly, it's yours.
I'm so curious to see what I would have rolled. I'm just gonna like free roll this real fast.
Probably better.
Nope. No. With advantage, maybe.
Yeah, if I would have assisted you and guided you.
I have proficiency in survival.
I do not.
Last time, like, I used it, I sucked. So Dustin is like, yeah, no, I'll help. I'll help out.
Well, Zara just kind of wipes himself off a little bit. So, should we keep looking down these halls? Also, what did you find back the other way?
Talking to Iggy or is talking to someone specific?
Iggy.
A lot of dead people.
Like fresh dead people or like?
Oh no, they're skeletons. And have been so for quite some time.
Were they moving?
No.
Well, that's good.
At least they didn't get up while I was in there.
Well, that's probably for the best.
Considering. Now I have to wonder why they're a skeleton. Well, maybe not.
Well, there's some skeletons that look like they were. It kind of gets a bit solemn, and so I think they were trying to protect something. There's a whole room down there of people. I think they were wounded once, but they never got back up. It looked like an infirmary.
Do you know how old these skeletons are? Like, have they? I know they've been corpses for a while. If they're skeletons, but
no idea.
Oh. We're gonna probably. Are we continuing to go investigate this place, guys, or we're gonna head back up?
Well, I thought we had to find Iggy's friend there.
That's true.
I'm not leaving without him.
All right. Well, if that's what we're gonna do,
how did you guys get down here?
Oh, well, I squeezed down a hole, then lit a fire, and then they dug in.
Did the fire help in the digging?
No.
Oh.
I tried to bash my head in and dislocated my shoulder.
You seem the type.
That's true.
I don't know what that means.
It means I'm dumb, Skippy.
Oh.
It means I'm very dumb.
That's how Elzorna came down through the little hole.
Good.
That is now a bigger hole.
Damn, that's what I was trying to do. It's hard to bash your way in through stone, but I made
no,
a
he
crack.
didn't bash himself. He bends.
Like,
a lot.
Excuse me?
Unnaturally, or
he kind of like opens his mouth and then closes it, and then he's just like, it's natural for him.
Is he an eel?
No, he's an elf. He's just extremely bendy.
And how did you and this person came to be?
Well, my parents had a lot of sex, and then I happened, and I'm pretty sure his did the same.
No. All right. I
That
have
is
to
how
learn how to
reproduction
rephrase
works.
my questions. You said you went off on your own. Is that when you met him?
I'm not sure I'm following you. I've known him for quite a while now.
That's my question. Cool.
That was not your question.
It was similar to my question. I'll take it.
Words have meaning. Say the words you
My
mean.
words are very hard to follow. I'm not smart. I'm very tired.
Mr. Iggy.
Yes, bird.
Well, do you have items that like put people to sleep? Stuff like that?
Sort of.
What do you mean by sort of? Like,
I don't really do the sleep. Never really got a good hold of that. They tend to not sleep. Well, sleep and then not get up again.
So the killing type of sleep.
Yes. Yes, that's it.
Okay. Skippy's going to hop up on Xanroar's shoulder. Fall asleep. And Nelson, as a player, does need to sleep. I have to be. So.
What was that?
Nelson, as a player, does need to get to sleep because I have to be up at 5.
Ew.
Yes.
Gross.
So, don't do anything too cool without me.
We're only going to explore the tunnels.
Or if someone wants to play me for however long you guys play, feel.
Who do you trust to play you?
All of you.
That was loaded.
No, okay, everybody but Ara. Yeah.
Correct.
No.
Never
Yeah.
trust Zara.
I mean,
I'm
Also correct.
I'm just picturing whoever plays Skippy. It's just that character's face on Skippy.
Just Xanroar's face on Skippy.
Oh,
What
we
happened?
got pinged.
Not on purpose.
You pinged us over there.
Not on purpose. Stop it.
No, we
Roll
know
20.
that's where they are. All right, good night, guys.
Night.
Have a good night.
Well
Alright.
then,
Where are we going? Where are we at? How do we do?
which direction did you already check, Mr. Iggy, sir? Person? Just Iggy fine, or?
Iggy's fine, yes. And
Is
he
he a
points up
human?
this way.
He's a kind of elf.
Oh, he's one of them sort of elf peoples.
I am not an elf.
Oh, that was Nick asking.
Oh.
The black eyes kind of.
Yes. So, I points was down this way for a moment, and he points to like this over here, which is way more bashed open than this area. More torn out. That's where it started chasing me.
Did it hear you, or was it more of you got caught? Well, you got caught by it anyways. Did you find him, or did it find you?
It found me. I wasn't expecting it. I'm pretty sure they don't need to see.
So there's probably them if one came to see you.
I would think.
Alright. Well, it's either we can continue down that way and possibly keep finding one of those. Do you think your friend will be that bright to go down this sort of area?
I'm not sure what you're asking. He says, like...
This is Dustin trying to be a detective and not running.
At this point, Ara's just going to start walking.
Hold on. Iggy, could you describe something like an object or whatnot that your companion had on you in as much detail as possible? His clothes, a favorite weapon, something, a book, anything.
He wears a lot of fur and a wooden mask, and carries a big stick in which to hit with.
I think the wooden mask will do just fine.
It's Wolfie.
I'm going to cast Locate Object on Iggy's friend's wooden mask.
It's not familiar to you.
Iggy, do you know how... Are you specific to like these alchemic supplies, or can you do any other magic?
I've got some spells.
Can you maybe show us what it looked like? Do you have some sort of spells like that?
No.
Let's just continue on before Ara goes and finds something that eats her.
I
Maybe we should
usually do
wait.
that often.
My mom would like you.
Which
I'm
one?
sure I'd like her too.
That one.
I'm sure both would give me an ulcer.
Oh, probably.
Well, no use in waiting. Let's go.
And Skippy's just on my shoulder.
Scrolling. You have found what looks like this is you could tell is roughly like a squarish room, or was at one point. But in the center is a very large round pillar. It actually seems to take up the vast majority of this room, and carved on the outside are a lot of dancing elves with long swords, and along the top are the phases of the moon.
Huh.
Is it just me, or does it kind of give you the creeps?
Honestly, I don't really care either way.
What do you think about it, Skippy? Oh, he's tired. He's tired, sorry. He's done a lot today. Well, yeah, he pulled off some pretty big spells.
Just checking each of these rooms.
Could I look around?
Pretty much like what you're seeing, like what you're finding, like it's a lot of the same. They were rooms. I don't personally have them all like decked out with like they had been some of them look like like they could have been living quarters, they could have been like a study or something. Like there was furniture here. It's all shattered and broken, and a lot of it looks like it was set on fire. Like,
Jeez. Are there any other exits from this room with the pillar?
nope.
Could I try to scan along the wall, along whatever pillar thing that's there, just for any thing that I can find, any weird thing, anything that like pops out of me?
Roll and investigate.
Not my greatest, but not bad. It could have been a lot worse.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing like huge that stands out. The elves that are carved into it don't appear to be clothed, at least from the ones that aren't terribly worn or damaged. Like a lot of like, because this was a what are they called? Vocabulary is failing me, but like they're like a carved relief, and it looks like a lot of it was almost like attacked and damaged and worn away. Like it doesn't look like, because like if it's stone, like if it's been sitting here by itself for years, it wouldn't look like this. It would just look like the stone it had been, because there's no weather down here to wear it. This was definitely damaged
Purposefully
on purpose.
done.
Yeah.
Does it look like? Are there any slashes? I noticed it was damaged, but what kind of damage is it? Does it look like it's been slashed, hit, or
All
is it weathered
sorts.
down? I'm sorry. Oh, all sorts. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Mostly bashing because it is stone.
It kind of, I don't know about you guys, but kind of seems to me that there was like a battle down here. Does that seem like anything to you guys? I don't know. I just see like all these damaged things, and that's the first thing I can think of.
Either that, or it's not been well kept.
Well, it doesn't make sense to me that the ones that are fine look newer, but the ones that are bashed in are a bit older.
Xanroar just kind of shrugs. Not too sure. Not really my realm of expertise.
Do you have any input, any ideas, possibly?
Have ideas.
All right.
I'm just gonna walk by him, moving on to the next room, pat him on the shoulder, and say, "Sometimes asking questions creates more problems than it solves, big guy."
Yeah, maybe.
Hold on. Where'd our companion go? Iggy? Oh yeah, I like player I know, but Zan doesn't.
I think I saw him.
Over
Unless he does
here.
sneak.
There's a big hole.
There's a big hole.
Oh, I thought that might be a rock. Well, I think we know where your Umber Hulk came from.
No, looks like a burrow. Huh. DM, does it look like multiple things came out of this hole, or is it just big enough for one?
It doesn't look like super big. Like you guys could get down it if you wanted. It is dark down there.
Is there a lantern possibly that we can just kind of like
That's what I got.
maybe like hold your hand over it or a little bit inside of it, see if we can sit down there?
I tilt it for the lantern to start pointing downward.
You can see that there is another level below. Like there's more ground and more stuff happening down there.
Is there like more like a floor?
Yes.
Or is it just okay? I mean,
It's
we
not
can
like
go-
just a tunnel that keeps going. Like there's a tunnel and then it hits like what the ceiling would be down there, and opens into another floor.
I mean, we could go down. Do you think it could go down here though?
It might be more difficult to get back up. Maybe we should finish exploring
Not if
this
we leave
floor
a rope. I have a
beforehand.
lot of rope.
I got some rope too.
I left my rope behind. Wait, how deep is it?
Probably like another 20, 30 feet. Same height.
Damn. Still can't use my ladder.
You should make it an extendy ladder.
It was just.
You have the capability
It's
to
on.
do that?
It's on the list. It's on the list.
So, Iggy will. Are we gonna do the down?
I mean, we could.
May
I don't
as
mind
well.
At this point, we're already down one cave. I don't know if we're gonna get back up, but we're.
Is there anything we could attach it to around here? I mean, I've got my anvil, but I don't think that'll hold
Let me
my
see.
weight at least.
There's this bit of wall here. If it doesn't.
My only worry is that's my crack. I can try to get Shelby down here.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that probably won't work.
He has a bilingual
Shelby
cannibal
is
horse.
a dangerous creature that only you can command.
A bilingual cannibal horse.
Yes, I did not stutter.
I want to meet a bilingual cannibal horse.
Then you're gonna have to let's find Zorna and come back up to the surface. I cannot promise that the horse didn't eat the wolves? If it did, you're willing to take Shelby.
And no, he did
his,
not
like,
reverse
eyes,
that.
his like eyes are narrowing, and he's looking at you, and he's like, not sure if joke.
I don't think Dustin knows if that was a joke either.
Well, let's tie it around and we'll see what happens. Ara, why don't you go first?
Oh, I love going first.
I'll go last, based on what happened previously.
Yeah, I'll go first. Let's go. Pitter patter.
Rolls a athletics for the climb.
Oh joy. Oops, I didn't mean to roll that with disadvantage.
But that's fine. An 11 will get you down just fine. Who next?
I guess I'll go. I'll guide myself.
You get down with little troubles.
At the bottom, I'm standing there prepared to catch Dustin, just in case.
How big is Xanroar?
Yeah, I'm taking a step back.
Just in case you fall. Xanroar is 6'9".
How much meat does he have on his bones?
He's in splint mail and he weighs 180.
He might be fine.
Dustin, don't forget to cut the rope so we can bring it with us.
Oh, thank you. Really? Thank you.
That doesn't make sense.
I don't know if it was supposed to. I think Ara was making fun of me. I
I believe that was sarcasm.
Is there difference? He's legitimately looking confused. If there's a difference between sarcasm and making fun of somebody.
Well, you coming, Iggy?
Did Dustin roll to see if he crushes Xanroar?
I was gonna go last.
Yeah.
Who wants to catch my box?
I got it. And I'm gonna guide myself knowing that that's coming. Just in case.
Gonna drop it. You can make a strength or athletics to catch.
Same roll.
You're fine. You can. It's pretty heavy, but not so much that you get crushed underneath it.
Damn, you're gonna have to let me see what's in this thing later. If it's more gizmos, I'd be very interested.
It's not polite to ask to look in people's boxes.
I'm not the greatest at this climbing thing. So...
I hand the box off to Ara and prepare to catch. Like, I don't even shove it in her arms.
He's giving a warning. Can't really parkour straight down.
Yeah, I'll guide myself again, knowing that
he makes
doing.
it. It's not the most graceful of things, but he gets there. Then he'll plop onto the ground.
All right, here I go.
Yeah, Iggy's gonna just scramble out of the way. He's got the
you
idea
might
at this
want
point.
to move. Guidance on myself.
It's just so poetic. It's
you hit it twice, so would that be the first one? Yeah, the first
roll
one.
with the 7 though.
Whatever you want to do. If you want to roll the fail.
No, the 24's good.
I think you should roll for which one you keep.
All right, how about this? I'll roll a d4 on a 3 and a 4. It's the
You
1.
could literally roll a 1d2 here.
Oh, it's true. All right, for a 1, it's a 24.
1d2 is the first.
Please,
1 is
God,
the first one. 2 is the second.
Yeah.
Oh god.
No.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't want to get crushed.
Considering Dustin is a muscly 200-pound person, I don't know how well you do if he fell.
Well, technically, no one's healed your arm, right?
No. Would it be a disadvantage?
Remember, you had disadvantage on.
God.
So, 9.
You make it a good part of the way before your shoulder just screams and you fumble, and then.
Alright, okay, here I go. Do I fall?
Yes. So.
Xanroar, get out of the way.
Hearing him actually say that, it's like, oh, fuck. And Zara's gonna dodge out of the way.
And Dustin is going to prepare himself to land really, really hard.
Or you could choose to succeed and have something really bad happen.
I'm not breaking my other arm or a leg.
It's only dislocated.
My stabby hand is gone. What do I do? How much do I
You hurt.
Is Xanroar not trying to catch?
Yeah,
No, I told him to
Xanroar.
step her out of the way.
He told me to move, so I moved.
You are going to take damage. Let me roll
I really am picturing Dustin falling and like going through the floor and doing like a Dustin-sized hole in the ground.
You take 9 points of damage as you land.
You know,
And you're also doing the goofy scream.
I wish I can do it like right now.
Let me snag Skippy, and I'll just drag you over to the other map.
The
Skip.
other map. The other map.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
I'm the Xanroar.
Yes, and he is
Hold on.
the Skippy.
And that's just Ara.
And
Correct, that is my name.
And I'm now a hole in the wall.
In the floor.
In the floor.
So technically, let me quickly reveal some of this map so you have something to look at.
I like looking at things.
It's helpful.
Indeed.
Indubitably.
Okay. Dink.
See, comrade.
Say Colorado.
I think
Okay, pasa?
page settings weird. Hold on. That's
It's
why.
a meme.
You're up at the top. Excuse me, kitty. I need to move the map. Wow.
The cat just loves getting in your way.
Yes, being snuggly. So you land, it looks like at the apex of a hallway. It seemed to at one point have gone further north, but there is, some avalanche-looking situation, or like the walls have been pulled down, so there's no going north anymore.
Well,
What do, friends?
I guess after helping Dustin back up, we should probably head.
Alright, there's my molar, and he takes out a tooth. Alright, there that goes. I didn't need that one anyways.
I'll make your replacement later.
Oh, alright. Can it be made out of cabbages?
No.
Damn it.
I don't think that'll last well.
You never know. You never know when it'll come in handy.
So, you see Iggy start like messing with things again, pretty much the same as what he was doing for Ara. It happens really fast, and
Would you say it takes an action?
no, it takes a bonus action actually, and he took a feat. Hold on.
That's nasty.
Why is it not doing? Oh no, did we lose someone again?
Huh?
I don't think so.
What did we lose?
I heard a sound. Like someone dropped. We lost somebody.
Yeah, it's Skippy.
No, but right now I heard the someone got
Oh.
logged out sound.
I don't know.
I'm
I
here.
don't, sir.
Weird.
We're all here.
Discord is trolling me.
Are you hearing things again, Athy?
Maybe. Okay. So.
I see dead people.
Essentially, if it'll actually roll the stupid thing, he is doing this. And that's not a 3, it is going to be the max 12, because he has a thing that I didn't put into it. So you'll get 12
Plot
hit
armor.
points back. What?
Plot armor.
Oh, for me?
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much, okay.
Plot armor and feats. But
he just sort of wiggles his arm. Oh, that actually makes a lot of things feel a little bit better. Oh, that's great. Arm still sucks.
Including your shoulder.
Oh my god. I can actually bend. I can bend, guys. This is a good day.
Congrats.
This is a good day.
Well, hopefully you won't need to use it.
Could I also look on the ground, whether while this is going on or like after this is over, and see if there are any footprints?
Roll and investigate.
If I see him doing this, I'll guide him.
Dustin is on the case. Does this give me advantage?
It gives you a D4.
Cool. Investigation. Alright, let's see what this D4 can do. That's not bad. 18.
Here, let me do a thing.
A PM.
Huh? No, I want to roll a thing that I didn't think I needed to roll.
That's the life of any DM.
Yes. Sheets. Where are you? What is your thing? You do not see any feet prints.
Well, there's nothing here.
But that doesn't mean much. He can make his feet prints just not exist if he doesn't want them there.
Is it like he's that good?
There are ways to mitigate this, big guy.
I don't. I'm not too smart on the sneaky snakes, but I know. Where do we go?
The earth just likes him sometimes. And Iggy's peeking in rooms. Kind of wanders around.
Yeah, we can't see beyond this point.
I am doing a revealy. These are as far as you can tell, like, this looks like obviously these are built sections into raw cavern, and it seems unfinished.
Okay, so they were probably working on this when they got attacked. If that's what happened.
If that's what happened. DM, are there any sounds, anything that would say something's approaching, if anything's approaching, or like any like running water?
Gorilla perception.
Mm,
Ara, from where you are, and all of you probably passing through, down the hallways, like way down this way. If my thing will actually ping, if you could see that far down the map, there is a light.
Where?
If you look down the like, let me reveal a bit more. Come on. Do. I'll just reveal. Do. Bing. Way down in that corner area, there's light coming from where that is. And you're looking, and Dustin and Xanroar, if I can reveal that. Xanroar, you're looking into what would be the remnants of. It looks like it had been like a really small library type area once upon a time. There's a lot of burnt shelves and books, and
I just pick up one of the books at random and just see what's in it.
mostly just crumbles apart. You could investigate further, or meh.
Yeah, we could always return. For now, I think finding the missing person is probably more important.
I would have been quietly heading towards the light at this point.
I mean, if anything, at least grab some of the books. We can probably restore them back at a different time. Or come back for them. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in the future.
Be simpler just to come back.
Alright. Speaking of which, where did Ara go? I don't trust her by herself. I don't know where she... Ara?
She's headed down towards the light.
Ara?
Quietly.
I know, I can't see her.
Because you don't have the light. I'm the one carrying the light. She's
Well, you could see a light coming from down there, and you could see her silhouette.
I'll come back and like place my hand on the shoulder. Shh, let's go.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, let's go.
So,
I like to...
as you
Sneaky
approach this
music.
area,
Yay!
what was that?
I don't know.
I was giggling.
I got really concerned.
I have questions on that as well.
There is definitely light, like this whole room here. Because you could see it through the doorway. I will alight. This is something on the ceiling is glowing brightly, and we have some plant life happening.
Dustin's running in.
Stop right where you are.
Wait, big guy.
So, as you're running across, you get to the doorway, roughly, as you are going. And the ground beneath you, like, ripples. And... real quickly, if I could get my freaking... I need to reorganize. I can't find anything with all my organization. There it is. Okay. What's your AC real quick?
I believe it's an 18. Let me check.
Okay.
Nope, 16.
Okay. So this actually just hits you. Like as you are walking over like all this green and moss, Ara, you see what looks like a wolf head made of plant life rise up out of the ground and just bite at Dustin's ankle for
Dustin does
12
not.
points of damage, and you need to make a strength check.
Ah, ow.
Dustin, even though he's wincing in the pain, like he just looks down and goes, oh, "You're so healthy. Oh my god. Oh,
Are you
Make
sure you're not a druid?
oh
yeah,
my god."
it like tries to pull you down,
Oh.
but it doesn't quite. You're able to pull away.
He starts trying to pet it. He's not sure if it's like cacti, but he like sees plant and he sees wolf and he is engaged.
Get away from the killer plants.
It's alright. It's alright.
Xanroar's yelling for Iggy.
You're gonna scare him.
We found something that kind of makes me think of how you described your friend.
You are adorable, and he's just starting to pet it.
A lot of living plants.
Dustin's also gonna take out a little bit of the horse food.
Hold on 1 second.
Or no, actually some of the rations. Sorry.
The meat horse food.
No, I mean maybe, but no. Instead, some of the rations.
There it goes.
Some of the dried meat.
It just did not. The token just did not want to appear for some reason. I will grab Iggy in a sec. Reorganizing. There we go. So there was a yell, and Ig is gonna come a running with his clanky chains and giant box. Chinka, 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 chinka. Run, run, run. So, what do? There is a growling wolf standing in front. It is normal wolf sized, and it is snapping and angry. And do I have a picture? I used to have a picture. I could show you what it looked like.
Could I as a player? I know this is not gonna probably end well, but Dustin is so engrossed in this thing. Can he try like getting down low, looking at him, being like, "It's alright, no one's gonna hurt you," and try to calm it down? Like, it's alright.
Technically not an animal.
I just looked up plant wolf and found an image. If this works.
Nope. Well, close. That would work. But here, I'll put in the chat. I have too many.
That's as fuck.
That is
woof, woof.
quite interesting.
It's more dog-like, maybe. Wolf dog. Plant. Very
better than a cat dog.
Little cat dog.
And so roar, roar, roar. And Dustin and Ara make perception checks.
Ooh.
Ara, you definitely see, like, in that room, there's more, like, movement under the moss. Shifting about.
Dustin, big guy, get back from the door. All
It's
of us.
alright.
No.
If we don't be hostile to them, they won't attack us.
There is something coming. I suggest you move.
Alright. I'm just gonna take out a little piece of dried meat and just put it on the ground. If you want it, it's there for you, and it starts walking back. We're like a child who just got told no.
Well, I am much older than you.
It sounds accurate.
So, it is 11. This is usually when we stop. Do we want to stop here, or are we...
I mean, are we about to go into battle encounter?
Maybe.
Dustin really wants one of those wolves.
I feel like Skippy would enjoy the moss dogs.
Yeah.
We can
Maybe
have the
it'd be
wolf,
bad.
but like we have to be careful, you know.
I mean, like, if anything, we can probably get some seeds and like do something with that. But like, damn those moss dogs.
I'm just worried about what's in the room.
Yeah.
Isn't this one of the places we our group beta tested, Athena?
Yes.
That was great. I think we got like a seedling, something like that. I seem to recall. That's great.
So, hooray! You have made progress. You have met Iggy.
I've dislocated a shoulder, relocated it, gained back hit points, and instantly lost all of them that he gave me.
But did you relocate it by slamming your shoulder into a wall?
I relocated it by getting a person who carries a cabinet on his back to do some weird voodoo shit.
Not quite as cool, but I accept.
Fair enough.
So I think for now I will end the stream if we are stopping here.
Adios,
Nice.
people.
We had
Cool.
5 people in the stream at one point.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Goodbye, Internet. We will be back next Tuesday. Mwah.
Estimate.